Oh my God. We are back. Episode 28, Beltway Boyz. And I'm not happy, Walker. Episode 28. I don't know if this is going to be a good episode, Walker. We might say some things.
Man.
We might say some things, Walker.
We might.
The city of Houston, Walker, took some L's yesterday, goddamn. First off, Walker, how are you doing, man?
The whole city.
I'm about to
Oh,
get mad,
man.
goddamn.
Yeah, I'm about to get. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I told you, man, I've been drinking my key lime water, keeping my system cleaned out. So I'm just enjoying life. And,
That's all you can do. Shit.
Just yeah, man, just enjoying life.
Man.
What about you?
Walker, I'm tight. I'm kind of itching to get some things off my chest. Yesterday, the city of Houston. I don't know if this has ever happened. Maybe you can tell me. Maybe somebody could tell me. Listen, all three major sports played. They all took an L. But they all took an L. But
yeah,
I guess
they all lost.
I guess the bright side, we did get football back.
Yeah.
So is that one positive we can take? And
that's definitely a silver lining for sure.
God damn it.
Definitely.
So what were your takeaways from yesterday's just I guess big pie in the face for Houston?
So we just
sports
gonna get
teams.
right into it, huh? I thought I was gonna let you get into it, man. I thought you needed to vent a little.
Man, I really do. So if you want, we'll just go into the Texans.
I need to hear what you thought about that game, man.
Also, we'll talk Texans Chiefs. So
yeah.
If everybody listening, the Astros played yesterday. The Rockets played a playoff game versus the Lakers yesterday, game four. And the Texans played opening game week 1 versus the Kansas City Chiefs, goddamn. I'm upset. I'm all discombobulated. We just went straight into topics. I didn't even introduce ourselves, you know. It's just, Walker, I'm like I said, I'm tight. I'm all over the place. So let's get into the Texans. The Rockets lost, and we'll get into that.
Well, yeah.
We got
Astros
the
lost,
Daniel House situation. And,
yeah, man.
Get into all that. But the Texans came back, okay? They reeled us in, Walker. After the trade of DeAndre Hopkins, they pissed us off. Somehow, some way, we still were excited about the season. You know, we got our quarterback, franchise quarterback. He's all pro, you know, special talent. So I have high hopes for last night.
Yeah.
And what happened, Walker? We might have seen 2, maybe 3 good drives, I would say, probably from defense and offense. What the hell, man? We basically put up the same defense from last year. Basically, the only difference, we had Eric Murray and Ross Blaylock and PJ Hall. Shout out to PJ Hall, Bearcat. That was really the only difference.
And no DJ Reader.
No DJ Reader, okay, on defense. On the offense, no Hopkins. Everybody talked about it. And you brought up new pieces.
Discussion.
Big topic. Big elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Everybody talking about it today. And our offense really don't do no better. It looked very bad at times. Walker, I think this is very emotional, what I'm saying right now. Obviously, realistically, I'm not thinking this, but gosh, Dan, after last night, I was hoping they would cancel the season because of COVID.
Oh, come on, man. That's how you're feeling?
I was feeling if last night was a preview of what's to come, and this is just off pure emotion, right? Pure emotion. I was so upset. I was like, I really don't give a fuck if they cancel the goddamn season, because what they showed last night, it ain't going to get no better. Walker, I don't even know. No, that's disrespectful.
You can't even get the – you can't – no, man, say it. F it. Just say it.
That looked bad, Walker. That looked bad. The Kansas City Chiefs, what they did to us and how they did it when they wanted to run the ball, when they wanted to pass, when they wanted to get a big play, first down, whatever, when they wanted to score, however they wanted to do it, they did it. It looked JV-like. It looked JV like.
Yeah.
It really did, and it just it's I hate it because we got so much young talent on the team. We talk about it all the time. We talk about all the players we're excited about, and it's just I don't see anything different. And we'll get into everything, our predictions on who we think's going to win. I just after last night, emotionally, I was drained. And then we can get into the Rockets. We can get into the Rockets.
Yeah.
Damn near, I want to cry. Goddamn.
You don't even have words. Yeah.
I don't have words. I want to punch a wall. I live in a one-bedroom apartment. My lady would get mad at me.
Oh yeah, man. You don't want to get to the point where you're punching walls. That's
a fine that I would have to pay. When I move out.
Right.
The bill.
Unless you can cover it up, fill that hole and paint it over. But yeah, man. The feeling you're feeling right now, I feel like I used to feel those feelings back in 2010, 2009, those years, and so I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of miss those feelings, man. Those are some good feelings, because it means you're emotionally invested, bro. But from my perspective, I think I'm numb. I'm numb to the Texans pretty much. So I don't allow myself. You and Rawls are the same way. Y'all both be getting a little mad or too sad whenever the Texans lose. Or
I'm an emotional person.
Yeah, man, and so
I'll admit it.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate that because it makes the wins feel that much more better. Those good wins feel that much better. But yeah. Looking back at last night, I think we both kind of talked. We didn't do a podcast before, but we both kind of texted and were like, I was like, man, honestly, I feel like the Chiefs gonna win. I just hope, we show up and show something. And did they do that? No, but when I try to look at it, I'm trying to look at it objectively, and I was just thinking like the Chiefs are a really good team, man. They have a great quarterback and a great coach, and that's always going to be super hard to beat when you can scheme up these plays the way they were scheming up plays, and you're putting stress on the defense with, do you want to give up those big splash plays to Tyreek Hill over the top, or do you want to try to take that away and let Kelsey eat you up underneath and over the middle? Or do you want to try to take both of them away and then let Sammy Watkins kill you? Or do you want to try to defend all the passes and get ran on like we did? So, I mean, when I look at that game, I see it more so as like some people would say it was more of an indictment on the Texans, but I kind of just think that's how good the Chiefs potentially are going to be this season. Now, if the Chiefs come out and they lose to I think they play the Ravens in week 3 or something like that. They lose to the Ravens in week 3 and they don't look like the Chiefs, then I'm going to be like, I'm going to be worried for the Texans, especially if we get whooped by the Ravens like that too. And the Ravens could be super good, so there's potential for that. But I don't know, man. I just think I never thought the Texans were going to be super great this year anyway. So I don't think all hope is lost, though. You know what I mean? I think the fact that it's a crazy offseason, you didn't have the same OTA workouts you would have had, all the training camp workouts you would have had, mini camps. And obviously Watson and his other receivers with Cooks and Cobb, they weren't on the same page a lot. But Will Fuller, he had a solid game. He had like 8 catches for 100-something yards. David Johnson, who you picked up, who received a lot of, crap, because he was in the DeAndre Hopkins trade. He showed up and he played really well. So it's like bits and pieces and I know at the beginning of the game, I'm sure you probably thinking the same, like this game looked like it could have been a shootout. You even said it. But, it comes down to that coach, it's a coaching mismatch. With Bill and I'm Bill O'Brien's. I'm over the Bill O'Brien hate. I'm not gonna be like Bill O'Brien needs to go because I think he should have been gone 2-3 years ago. So at this point, like I'm with him, man, because he our coach right now. It's whatever, and complaining about it, it's only gonna make me feel worse, Yeah. So I think I want to see how these first 4 weeks go, and I think I'll have a better, especially now if we get injured in these first 4 weeks, then it's gonna really be scary to see, to see what we can do because it's gonna be problems if we get some key injuries. But if we stay healthy and I get to see how we compete against the Ravens with some more time together. The Steelers will be a good test. Vikings obviously will be a really good test. To see those games and see how they bounce back. And Watson, he's not gonna lose a whole bunch of games because he's that good. And you're not gonna face a Chiefs like that. Chiefs, Chris Jones is killing us. You know what I mean?
Zach Fulton.
So Zach, yeah, he was getting Darren Fields. We talked about Tyrann Mathieu freaking doing the grab and pull on him, bro. Like Tyrann Mathieu, he's probably like 5'9", 180, and he just grabbed this man 6'7", pulled him, and got a fumble, like a pick fumble, whatever you want to call it.
Caused the interception.
Yeah, so I mean, the Chiefs are. I just feel like, from my eyes, I just feel like the Chiefs are gonna be hard for pretty much anybody to stop, unless you can do a good job of keeping them off the field. I think last year when we played them in the regular season, we did a good job of like doing some ball control and keeping them on the sideline, kind of like people would say back in the day they used to have to do with Peyton. I think, like I said, seeing the Chiefs versus the Ravens is gonna tell us how good we are, because if the Chiefs go out and kind of handle the Ravens, then it's like, okay, we're not that bad. The Chiefs is that good. But if the Ravens go out there and kind of keep up and keep Mahomes on the sideline and make it a good game, then it's like, man, we got some stuff to worry about. But all in all, I don't think the sky is falling. I think once around that middle point of the season, like 8 games in, once the team starts to gel, you'll see a better team, especially in the second half of the season, easier too. So it ain't over, everybody. It's one game. NFL is a long season. You know what I mean? And we done been here before. This is typical O'Brien. He'll mess around and lose all 4 games and then finish the season 9-7.
Right.
And then this year you got an extra playoff spot, so that's gonna save his butt too. Because if he makes the playoffs, you can't keep firing somebody making the playoffs. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do it. Texans are too comfortable, and McNair's are too comfortable, man. I don't see him. Honestly, in my honest opinion, I don't see O'Brien getting out of here within the next 3 years. I think he's gonna be here at least another 3 years.
I agree with that. And I think, like you said, he should have been fired. I feel like we're kind of like where Dallas was with Jason Garrett. I feel like we're going to hold on to him too long, and we're going to waste a lot of prime years for a lot of young key players. And it is what it is. I think, like you said, about the coaching, I really think last night just showed there's levels to this.
There's levels, bro.
There's levels to this, and Bill O'Brien just ain't on that level. I know he gave up coaching reins to Tim Kelly, and Tim Kelly was doing things I liked, like we mentioned through communicating through text and stuff. You were talking about the screens and stuff. I liked it, but
yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. It's levels. Says if we go back to just the makeup and the sauce they put on their plays, it's so difficult when you got Tyreek Hill motioning on a jet sweep. You don't know. You have to play that honestly if he's gonna get the ball. McCole Hardman, the same thing. So now you have the defense, their eyes focused with him going this way. Then you got a screen, a fake screen, mind you, going the other way to Clyde Solaire. Then you screen it, then you dumping it off to Kelsey, and it's really a tight end screen,
I knew he was going to talk about that. Was such a good play,
bro. That that's just hard to stop. That's just a great play design. That's just nasty, bro. And then you got Andy Reid you see what he does with people like Alex Smith and you know what I'm saying, Donovan McNabb, he didn't have Kevin Cobb look good for him. And now you give him somebody the caliber of a Patrick Mahomes who's unfair. Like, that's why that's and the speed they have. So it's like you said, it's levels to this. And Bill O'Brien is a good enough coach to where he can beat the teams in our division, not Vrabel. And shoot, maybe not even a boy from the Colts. What's his name? White? Is it Frank?
Frank Wright.
Frank Wright. You know, he used to be able to beat anybody in his division because it was trash coaches. But like you said, yeah, man, now he got some real competition, and we at where we at, man. We lucky we have a great quarterback. Or else it'd be, you know, it'd be back to the 4-12 days.
And you said something like it's not over. And emotionally last night, I was just running off pure emotion. I sent you a picture. I was watching the Rockets and Texans at the same time. So as the Rockets are getting their ass kicked by the freaking LeBron James and Anthony Davis and the Lakers.
LeBron James been looking he looked good.
Bruh, he's on a mission. Anthony Davis, they're on a mission. Like, it's gonna be crazy. But watching that and then having to watch the Texans, kind of, you could just tell it was happening. The Chiefs just, once our kicker Kiami Fairbairn missed that kick,
and that was crucial
right before the half, and then they marched down. I think it was like 25 seconds they marched down.
I think
it was like 25 or 35 seconds. They marched down real quick. I think, didn't they score? They kicked a field goal. They kicked a field goal right before half, and they got the ball back.
They didn't score, yeah.
They got the ball. Yeah, they almost did. Almost did, but they got the ball back. It just, you could tell it was just their night. Once we didn't capitalize when we had the ball, you just knew. But I agree with you that the sky's not falling. But this is the Texans, though. Like you said, Bill O'Brien's going to go on a run. And as a fan, it's going to lure you back in thinking they got a real chance at, winning this year. And then they get to the playoffs, and then you are reminded, there's levels to this. And it's just, I love my team. I'm always going to love my team. I'm a whore for 4. You know that. Just bought the book. I'm going to start reading.
I think we all are, man.
Everybody, the city, man, and we're going to get into him real soon and his major accomplishment. But I can't get that emotionally invested. So I will not do that this season. I'm going to try not to.
Nah, man, you got to stay emotionally invested because that makes it gives you that thrill.
It makes it rewarding when they do win, like you said.
It gives you that thrill, but it also gives you that heartache.
And
that's just defeated feeling.
And as a Houston fan, you got to know that heartache's coming.
Exactly.
If yesterday,
I just prepare for it.
If yesterday wasn't a tail sign of Houston sports, when you need a win, when the Astros let you down, then the Rockets, and then you're counting on the Texans to get a win for the city because all the major sports teams have lost, and they let you down. So
now,
ready for a letdown.
I'll tell you who Texans thoughts, man. Great follow on Twitter, man.
Yes.
Go give him a follow. I think he's I think he's a Canadian, right?
I think so.
Canadian, I love Canadians, man. My favorite artist probably of all time is from Canada, Drake. You got the Biebs, Party Next Door, another one of my favorite artists, Canada.
The Weeknd,
great artist. And I met some super cool freaking people from Canada, like super friendly, just genuinely nice people. And I think him being from Canada, his posts usually always kind of give you the positive. You know what I mean? So he's been, most Texans fans, I think, have found him and have kind of like enjoyed following him. And he gives you so much positivity and so much to look for. that I think that kind of all that had us. Because I'm not gonna lie, me too. Even I was kind of on a high, like, man, I'm ready to see what this team got.
Yeah.
Like, I've been convinced. I've been seeing what people have been saying about training camp. I've been seeing the film, what they've been saying. I think we got something. And then you go out and you watch it, and you're just like, nah, this ain't it, man. They still got some growing to do. So I think that's it, man. Just kind of temper the expectations. I think we'll get into it a little later with the Texans and the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
But games like that, you kind of just got to temper your expectations, man, because John Harbaugh is a great coach. Lamar Jackson's a great QB.
Mm-hmm.
And we usually, I hear Sean on 610 talk about that. Like, you just take the quarterback and the coach kind of put them against each other, and that's usually, whoever has the better two is usually the winner. So once we get this, and O'Brien is cool with me, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like the guy personally.
Yeah, no personal vendetta against
I think if he was like a C, I think he could be a good CEO type of coach. And if he allowed somebody to completely control, the offense, I think he's allowed Weaver to control the defense for the most part. And Weaver, like I said, he's got a tough road being a new DC, playing the Chiefs, Steelers, Ravens, Vikings all in the first 4 weeks. But I think O'Brien finally, because with Tim Kelly, I don't think Tim Kelly is really being able to do what he wants to do fully. Like, he's still gonna have O'Brien over here in his ear. But I think if O'Brien was just like a CEO type of coach, and he just got somebody like Eric Bieniemy, or like a Sean McVay when he was a coordinator, Kyle Shanahan, and just let them be an offensive coordinator, and like, this is your offense. I'm not messing with it. You can do whatever you want. Like, I'll just make the key decisions when it comes to fourth down, all that type of stuff. But this is your offense. You are the head coach of this offense. I think if he was allowed somebody to really do that, which I never think he would, unless McNair forced his hand, I think that's when you will see an improvement. But until that happens, I can just hope and wish that that the Texans are going to make improvements. But as long as he's kind of got his hand in that offense and overseeing that, man, I'm gonna question it, until I see something consistent, because he'll give you games versus the Falcons, where they blow you out. Then you'll come back versus the Panthers and the Jaguars and score 6-7 points in the game. So
yeah,
it's frustrating for sure, man, to be a Texans fan, but it's also like, it's not, because you got Deshaun Watson and you got.
It definitely helps.
Yeah.
It balances it out. And never really, as a Texans fan, did you feel like you were always in a game? No matter what, Deshaun Watson gives you that luxury. And I know you were talking about the QB coach combo. Having a quarterback like Watson can sometimes even trump a really good combo. Like us beating the New England Patriots last year, or just other teams that we've almost beaten, got real close, just needed maybe the defense to close it out. Or so we know Watson can do it. It just maybe, like you said, maybe we need that creative mind.
Yeah, he definitely can do it. And that's a good point you made about having somebody who you feel like you're always in. And first time I felt that was his rookie year. Watching him play, and it's a shame that we keep harping on how amazing he was his rookie year, and somehow it never really got back to that explosiveness. But it's like, that's the first time I remember thinking, like, man, with this guy, I don't ever feel like we don't have a chance to win the football game. That's what I remember. That's the first time I thought, like, about the Texans in that manner. Was his rookie year, and he was just tearing it up. And then they're running a lot of motion. I don't know if you remember, like a lot of dressing on those plays where they motion people, fake it, play action, dump quick stuff off. So I don't know what happened to that type of offense, but I wish it'd come back.
Hell yeah. We need more of that. We got the speed. I was surprised Brandon Cooks played last night. They were saying he was probably
me too.
Looking unlikely. Fitting into plan. I think the offense will eventually get going. There's been no preseason games. You alluded to no training, normal training, off-season training, and it's a different year, obviously, with COVID. So I think around week 4, you'll start seeing the wide receivers and Deshaun kind of have, that rhythm. You'll see maybe the defense being able to be more creative or allowing certain players more opportunity, like a Jacob Martin.
That's
CJ
a good
Hall
point too.
Charles Omenihu.
Yeah, Omenihu was starting. I like to see definitely see Jacob Martin get a lot more playing time.
A lot more.
It's another thing, man. With O'Brien, he wants to build this culture, and man, if we can ever get Larry from Stafford, we're gonna have to try to get him on this podcast, because that man is a legendary. Houston,
Texans fan.
Houston fan, bro.
Houston fan, really.
Yeah, Houston fan, and he was tweeting about like Bill O'Brien and this BS culture he trying to build. Him and Jack Easter Bunny. He hates him, bro, and it's right though. He's like, he has this thing. I don't know if he thinks he's Bill Belichick or what. I don't know what it is, but it's like. And Hopkins, I get it. Like, it is what it is. He traded him. It was a bad trade. You can say maybe he proves everybody wrong if David Johnson's MVP, but I get it. You didn't want to pay him. But I also think it was more so of a personality clash. And same thing with Clowney. I think it was more so of a personality. I think if they would have been tough, smart, dependable players,
they would have got that money.
Really just fall in line players, I think, yeah, they definitely would have got paid. Because there's no way, and this is Larry Stafford, he hates a player, Whitney Merciless. Like, how is Whitney Merciless? How did you re-sign him to a $13 million contract? I think it's $13 million. I'm not sure exactly, but that's the number I heard. How do you re-sign him to that when he's literally? I mean, I can remember him having maybe one really good season. He started off good last year, but then he fell off. Like, how do they justify paying him other than that? He's a great locker room guy, and he's a great, a fall in line player for O'Brien. Like, that's the type of stuff that holds you back. You see Andy Reid, he got Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill been beating his baby mamas, his kids, allegedly, all that type of stuff. Like, he don't care. At the end of the day, Bill Belichick even takes some of the players, and if they don't work out, they cut them. But
dogs.
You need them dogs, man. Like
not church boys. This is football, man. And this ain't war. But this is the closest thing to it, man. This is a battlefield. Like, these people putting their life on the line. And you want good dudes? Nah, man. Like, I need people who are going to try and take other people's heads off. Like, It's your team versus my team. You trying to hurt me, I'm trying to hurt you. Let's go. And it seems like we don't have enough of that. We got that at quarterback.
Yeah. Anytime, and Watson is like the perfect blend, He got that dog, but he also has that O'Brien's the leader, and we're gonna follow him type of mentality. But yeah, man, it just seemed like he never wanted to. He's never liked those type of players since he gotten here. Swearinger. And mind you, Swearinger has been on a whole bunch of different teams. But it's just like, man, you gotta keep at least a couple of them on your team, man. You have to. It gives you a certain type of edge when you're playing these teams.
You got to have a nasty. Like last night there were times where I was hoping, like, somebody pop, like when somebody's trying to make a tackle, holding the person up, trying to get them to the ground, somebody else need to come in and lay the wood.
Mm.
Like it just, I I talk like I've been a professional athlete, but
I know.
when you watch the NFL long enough, when you've been a fan of football long enough, it's not hard to tell or have an idea of what works. You've seen it. If you watch the Super Bowl every year, you can tell who got a winning team, who got a winning mindset, a winning culture,
And
and we're still trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
It's almost about to be 20 years of a
It's
franchise.
almost about to be 20 freaking years.
They'll figure it out.
Never even been to a Super Bowl. Never even been to a Super Bowl. Never even been to an AFC Championship.
I'm confident they'll figure it out one day. But
Oh yeah,
agree,
I mean,
I agree with you.
everything has I think every what's that phrase they say?
Every dog has
Every
his day.
dog has his day. Yeah, every dog has his day. So it'll definitely come a time where they have their great years or their great year.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we just not in our 60s when it happens.
It's just
you
like
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you said earlier.
Chiefs ain't won it. They won their first Super Bowl in 50 years. This is the first time they won a Super Bowl.
It's been a minute.
So yeah.
I think it'll happen, and I truly believe Deshaun Watson will be the quarterback to take us there. I have no doubt in my mind. I have doubts about the coach that's going to do it. I don't know what coach is going to be with Watson when we get there, but honestly, like you said, I have no personal beef with Bill O'Brien. I actually like Bill O'Brien.
I like him too, man. That's the thing.
I like him.
I kind of like him too. I just wish he would
maybe set his personal feelings aside for the betterment of the team.
Yeah.
And it seems like maybe too many times his personal feelings have got involved in team decisions. So I don't know if that's going to equal to success.